Doki Doki Literature Club, and a new layout for when I do gaming videos. Yes, this is essentially my stream layout for OBS, so there's a treat for you. And also, new look. Hello! It's been a while since I did a gaming video for YouTube, so I was like, hey, may as well go for this classic. And I've played this before, and got the good ending also, but I want to show it to you, so that you don't have to experience the pain I felt when I first played this. So, without any further ado, I'm gonna play Doki Doki Literature Club until I get the good ending. So this first part of the series is gonna be the Sayori route. Alright, now for entering into the new game, I have to enter my name. And because the main character you play as is a guy, I made that mistake once. So, I'm gonna call myself Where Garurumon. You know what? Where Garuru. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never actually see yourself making today, but it just kinda works out because you've known each other for so long. Yeah, I had friends like that before, and let me tell you, it's a double-edged sword. Because you don't know who you're gonna get. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more. I'm sorry, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. I agree. If your friend is late, then you might need to start going without him, you know? Sometimes that's just the life and the thing you gotta do in order to be on time for everything. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Wergaruru. I'm a Digimon. How am I supposed to feel about this? Well, if people stare at you for stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Wergaruru, have you decided on a club to join yet? I know one. I'm going to the club where I can meet other Digimon and meet their Digidestined. A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I really? Because I don't remember. Also, who asked? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one way or another, but that's because I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Ah, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree woman? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. That's because you were never ordinary. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! I made her sound like a fucking alien. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was facing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in.
Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, dear. Yes? There's no way I'm joining your goddamn club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interests in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, because I'm a Digimon. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Because I am a Digimon. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Really? I don't have any recollection of that. It's not even in my 12.2 gigabytes of memory storage. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, alright? Yay! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a goddamn cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, section of the school I very rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member, dammit. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Aw, shut up, you frickin' bitch. Way to kill... Yeah, I hate this girl. Ah, where Garuru? What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute women. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Don't be a bitch, alright? Sorry. Natsuki. Can't yawn. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Garuru. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. But I'm a Garurumon. I have a sexy body with stitches. With a nice fit. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Garuru. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Natsuki, please. You're making me hate you even more. Then how about I make some tea as well? Oh yes, fun fact, I actually like Yuri the most. She may get a little unhinged, especially in later acts. But she seems to be the best. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers. looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good! Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did, so I already said... Well, maybe, but not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? You know, that's an amazing way to start the day. Just a cup of tea, whether it's cold tea or hot tea. It's great. Ah, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori, which might be my digi-destined. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, alright? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity of how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Wergaruru, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. And it's a werewolf one. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock, a brick wall. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really cannot put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I think I want to save here. Alright, so that marks episode 1 of Playing Doki Doki Literature Club until I get the good ending. If you want to see more videos such as gaming, vlogs, or furry videos, hit like and subscribe. Don't want to miss anything, hit that notification bell to get notified of all new videos headed your way. And this has been iiVoltageWolf, and I will see all of you in the next session. Goodbye, packmates. Megami Tensei 2? I never heard of it. Only titles I ever knew are Shin Megami Tensei. Recruiting demons so I can be their sensei. I hope we are strong enough to dethrone God. Thank you, Yakujima, for making the demon program. Now I can use it the best I truly can. You cannot